Raghav and I been doing couple of podcasts on astrology. One was Vedic astrology, and another one was uh, decoding marriage in Vedic astrology. So one of my friends has suggested me to do Astro Vastu, which is commonly trending these days. So I've been behind Raghav from long time. He was busy with his work, so today I just got hold of him. And Raghav, let's have some 30 minutes chat on Astro Vastu. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, Jinu. Namaste.
Namaste. To our viewers, what is Astro Vastu, Raghav?
Yeah, Astrovasu is a combination of astrology, the Vedic astrology, and Vastu Shastra. So we combine both to get a better results. So we can identify with the charts, birth charts. We can identify the Vastu, how it's going to be Vastu, like where we need to focus, and how it's going to be. Some kind of picture we can see it from the charts. So yeah.
Okay. And how to make use of these planets uh, in your horoscope to get benefit out of your proper Vastu? How it is interlinked? How you can connect these two guys through?
Yeah. In Vastu, actually we have a directions. Right? So we have northeast,
Mhm.
east, southeast, south, southwest, then west, and northwest, and north. So these all directions actually, each direction is associated with the planet. For example, northeast is associated with the Jupiter, and west is associated with the sun. Sorry, east is associated with the sun, and
Mhm.
southeast is associated with the Venus, and south is
Okay.
associated with the Mars, and southwest is associated with the Rahu, west is Saturn, northwest is Moon, and north is Mercury. So each direction will have a planet associated with it. So we can identify the like how we can make use of the directions in a better way.
Mhm. Mhm. So, do you think the birth charts helps to identify the Vastu of a particular person?
Yeah, with the
Birth
help
chart.
of birth chart, so we can identify a couple of things. One is like whether that particular person, how it going to be like. The fourth house basically in Vedic astrology we consider for the house. So we can check like that person how the house, whether they're going to construct a house or they're going to buy it, the ready-made one. So if they buy it, like how would be the vastu would be. So what might be the some kind of drawbacks in the vastu. So all these things we can identify through the chart.
Mhm. So, see, for example, there are a family of four people, right? The husband and wife and two kids. So, how do you see the? Do you have to see the charts of all the four members of the family? Is that required?
No, not required. Like actually,
Why?
who are the owners? Like the property, for example, we call head of the family, whose
Mhm.
name the property is on. So that person is responsible for that particular house.
Yeah,
Like
but Raghav, the Vastu is equally affected for all the members, right? Even though if their name is not on the papers.
no, actually, how planet works is like it will be activated on particular person, the one head of the family, and their dashas. Basically, dasha is a event, like it activates that it event. Particular, for example, people say Venus dasha, people will buy house and vehicles. So what happens is that dasha starts, that Venus will be activated. So when Venus is activated, if Venus is sitting in the person's chart in a good position, where it giving
Mhm.
the all the luxuries like house, vehicles, so money. So
Hmm.
automatically that activates and then it will give.
Okay. All right. Okay. Moving on. So, how to identify phasing of a particular building or a house? And I understand in Vastu, main door is really important, right? What
Correct.
are the areas which we need to, what are the things which we need to check uh, before buying a house or something? Is that related to, again, is that related to going back to your astrological chart also to look at your directions of the house?
Correct. Yes. So we can even we can identify. See what happens is like the lagna and the fourth house. And that is lagna means first house, and the fourth house. It's going to play a very crucial role in identify the directions for the particular
Mhm.
native.
Mhm.
So some people, if Saturn is strong and is sitting in the fourth house, and then usually those people will get in a west face houses if they're going to buy. So they're going to get the west face. Some people whose sun is exalted, sun is sitting in Aries and exalted position. So they're usually going to get a house from the
let
east.
me let me break you there, Raghav. When you say he's going to get it, means by naturally he's going to get that kind of a facing. Are you saying that?
Yes, naturally, like what happens? See, these all the power game in the charts, like which planet is powerful and which is touching the fourth house or contacting with the fourth house, or sitting with
So are you
fourth.
saying that according to his chart,
Mhm.
this particular direction phasing is good for them, right? That
So
is what you say.
yeah, and means they get it like basically the thing is they're going to get the directions like house directions based on the charts means the powerful planets. But generally, what happens is the east or northeast. So these are all these two are the very common ones. Like anyone can take the directions. It will be good for them.
Hmm. Okay. All right. So I remember you have told me once that you shouldn't keep any gods in the main doors, right?
Correct. Yes.
But there was a trend when I was in Bangalore.
Mhm.
We used to have almost every apartments will have some kind of a gods in their main doors. So why you say that there shouldn't be any god in the main door? That is one thing.
Mhm.
Second thing is, including Bangalore, I've seen a tradition of having Drishti Ganapati on the main door. So if is that really good to have Drishti Ganapati on the main door? Main door.
So
And
yeah,
the
yeah.
third
Sorry.
thing is there is in Kerala there is a tradition like if while making the wood, while
Mhm.
carving the wood, they will carve some kind of a gods this one uh, into that wood like Krishna, Radha Krishna,
Mhm.
Murugan, and all these things. So are you saying all these traditions and things are wrong?
Ye- Yeah, actually, the main door, which we call Simhadwar. So
Simhadra.
yeah, Simhadwar. See, that also name came because basically, usually like east, most of them prefer the east direction.
Hmm.
East is represented by a planet Sun. So in astrology, we call him Sun is a king. Sun as a king in Vedic astrology. So he actually the lord of the fifth house, that is Leo, Simha, Simha Rashi. So we welcoming him with the Simhadar, like basically Simha Rashi and Sun is associated with the grandeur,
Hmm.
and we want to attract the king or welcome the king. So basically, Sun will bring success, health, children, and the
Hmm.
position. So these
Mhm.
are all sun will give us actually to the native. So we basically welcoming him to inside the house to the Grandivir door, the Simhadwar. So the Simhadwar basically we should not have the gods on the door. Why I'll tell you. Like God should be in the northeast. Means it's inside the house. There is a specific place for the gods in our Vastu Shastra. Like we are given the temple, it should be inside. So
Mhm.
we cannot keep the goddess outside, and that's not good actually. It's yeah some
That was my next question, actually.
yeah.
Kerala has a tradition, even from the very old. My ancestral home
Hmm.
also had, we had a tradition of having a separate temple kind of thing
Hmm.
in the premises. You know, this Kerala, they have huge land around the house, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So we construct some kind of a small temple kind of a thing.
Hmm.
So are you saying that is not a good tradition?
Temple is fine. So temple is something which we can go and pray. Okay,
Mhm.
we have created a house for a god, and then we're going to pray in that. So we are
Mhm.
energizing the place. That is fine, but keeping it on the main doors is not suggestable. It's not a good
Mhm.
idea.
Okay. No, you said outside, right? So I thought, this
Mm.
tradition, because this is a tradition in Kerala which we've
Yeah,
been following
that's
for
fine. That is fine.
generations.
Yeah, that's fine. But see, what happens is like usually the main door should be a big one, and
Mhm.
then they should have a strong wood door with good carvings, like somebody welcoming, or they can keep it swastik, om, and trishul, trident. Okay, to
Mhm.
get get out of the evil things.
Mhm.
And we have curves like flowers or elephants with the garland or the lady welcoming. So all
Okay.
this, it attracts the positive energy.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Okay. All right. So moving on. Uh, so can we go into a PPT which you have shared to me earlier so that we'll
Sure,
get some clarity on
sure.
complete Astro Vastu? I'll share that in a moment. So Vastu is all about the five elements, right? So
Yeah.
how these five elements, uh, how it is connected to the Vastu, and how you can understand where what element is coming from which directions. Can you run
Okay.
me through on that?
Sure, sure. So basically, everything in our shastras, everything is we call it came from Panchabhutas, like five
Hmm.
elements. So water, right, and fire, land, air, then akasha, ether. So
Hmm.
Vastu also is combination of these. See, like balancing all these five will create a good Vastu in a
Are
house.
you able to see my screen?
Yeah, I see the first slide. Yeah, now I can see it. Yeah,
You can see it, right?
yes.
The second one.
Second, yeah, I can see it. So
Yeah, go.
in the Vastu, like northeast, it's basically water element,
Hmm.
and southeast is a fire, Agni,
Hmm.
and Vayu is a northwest. Earth is
Hmm.
southwest, and Akasha Tattva is the Brahmasthana, the middle portion of a your site or your house,
Hmm. Hmm.
which is connected to the ether. If you see the whole house, I see in Kerala also as well. In
Yeah,
Kerala,
Nalugat. We
yeah.
call it as Nalugat.
So yeah, in the middle they'll keep it open so that it will be connected to the Akasha.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
directly we can get the blessings from them
So
and
that's a good tradition. That is
yeah,
what you say.
yes, that is
Mhm.
a good one. So we should not keep anything in the Brahmasthana. Any
Not even a garden, is it? No
garden,
pool,
garden we
no
can keep.
water area.
we should not keep any beams or any heavy items in the Brahmasthana
Mhm.
or
Now,
any
these
hot.
days, see, olden times in Kerala, the Nalukut will be just raw as it is without anything. You know, they
Mm,
don't even do the cementing also. But
correct.
these days, trends are like, they will do some kind of. Some people will do
Mm,
gardening. Some people will do the fish pond.
yeah.
All those kind of things.
This is
Things
basically
are changed.
keeping a tulsi
Mhm.
kanta middle.
Okay.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, shall we go into the next?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on.
And the next one is like as I discussed in earlier, like each direction is associated with the planets.
Mhm.
So Jupiter is the northeast direction, which goes in northeast. So that's why in the northeast we this usually will do a lot of things with related to the spiritual things, meditation and reading,
Puja
uh,
room.
puja room. So all this is comes in the northeast because Jupiter is the ruler, land ruler. At the same time, Ishana we call. So even that's a place of Lord Shiva. So
Ishana is place of Lord Shiva.
yes, yes. Northeast
Okay.
is Lord Shiva. So even keeping Lord Shivas with the meditation position that also will help in that area. So basically, that area should be clean and no heavy things will should be kept in that place. So if
Mhm.
somebody, for example, if the head of the family or the owner of the house, if is going through a lot of mental tension or mental issues, stress and everything. So first thing is we need to look into this direction. Like we need to see the northeast. Anything is there, like any heavy things are kept in that. So we need
Mhm.
to keep the place clean, and some people keep it a running water flow there,
Mhm.
like a water fountain, so that also will help to increase the energy, positive energy of the house. And the east, yeah, it's sun is ruling in that direction. So in
Okay.
the morning, we need to make sure like we need to build a house in such a way that if the east is the main door, so we need to build such a way that like temples, how they build like first ray will fall
Mhm.
on the deity, right? Most of the our old architectural temples, if you see, the first ray of sun will come and fall on the feet of
Mhm.
the deity. The same way, like in a house also, that ray should come and fall on the hall, so that also will kind of energize that place, that house, in a positive way.
Mhm.
And the southeast, that is Agneya, uh, that is ruled by
But
Venus.
Raghav, let me stop you there. So these days, see in Kerala and all,
Mhm.
okay, there are two instances. See, the old Bangalore, when I was studying in Bangalore, it is not the Bangalore what we have today, right?
Correct.
So when I bought my house in Bangalore, there were vacant land all around us. Right now,
Mm.
it is just like high-rise buildings. So
Yeah.
there is no chance of sunlight coming into your hall or
Yeah.
anything, right? Even though it is a east facing kind of a plot.
Mm.
So in that case, is there any remedy or is there something which you can do? And when it comes to the northeast, the heavy subject which you saying, right?
Mhm.
Here in US, I in my house I have northeast entrance, but it is a garage where we'll be parking the car
Car.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So that'll be a heavy object there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what kind of remedies which you can do, or is that not possible?
No, we can do remedies actually. Means some extent, like not completely we can eradicate, but we can reduce that the bad effects. So
Mhm.
if you have a garage, you need to keep that place. Anything is there, unnecessary things should remove from there. So and
Mhm.
then keep a water source in the northeast corner exactly. So daily
Mhm.
change that water in the northeast corner. And then car should be like morning time should be keep outside, and then only night you can keep inside, and then morning. So in that way, so we can balance, like not completely, but at least we can reduce
Mhm.
the most bad effects.
Okay.
And the east side, if not falling, so we can, what we can do is on the entrance on the top um, wall, so we can keep a sun uh, who is riding 7 horses and coming in. So we need to keep it's coming inside. We should keep it that frame towards
Coming
our
inside or outside?
inside. It should
So
come
that
in
that is like back of the main door,
main door. Correct.
facing inside.
Yeah, facing inside. So that also
Mhm.
will help. Like we need to feel that okay, sun is coming daily
Mhm.
it's inside. So that also a remedy, like if people don't have much falling the sun inside.
So it is end of the day, it's just a mental thing, right? It is not actually a manifestation of sunlight into your home, right? So the
Yeah,
remedy.
because what happens, is like when we don't have any like natural one. So what we need to do is we need to create. So in manas, like in mind, we need to create something which is we need to feel that it's happening, so
Mhm.
that it will be manifested by the universe.
Okay. Okay. Move
So
on. Yeah.
yeah, and Agneya Venus, the southeast. So that area, usually what happens is if ladies of the house if facing serious health troubles and money issues, like money is not staying, like it'll be like going like anything, like is earning, the person is earning the money, but uh, they don't know like where it's going. But at the end of the day, money is not staying with them. So in
Mhm.
that case, we have to check the this southeast area. So that area we have to keep. Uh, we should we should we should keep the things very clean, and then we should have only we should not make we should make sure that no water is there, because water and fire are both are enemies. They won't gel each other. So we have to make sure that there is no water things on that side, and then we have to decorate that area. So Venus basically kind of design, interior designing, okay, decorations. So making decoration and then putting some kind of natural things like vegetables or greens, photographs. Or nowadays we get a tiles in that pictures, so we can keep the tiles in that area. So
Mhm.
these things, if we do, like, yeah, we can kind of mitigate the issues from the southeast corner.
Mhm. So, out of curiosity, I just thought of another question.
Mm.
So, see, in astrology, you have different stars, different lagnas,
Mm.
and all these things, right? Different planetary positions, right?
Correct.
It is grouped into maybe stars or lagnas or whatever you call it.
Mm.
So, accordingly,
Mm.
can you able to choose their profession? Same like Vastu we do.
Yeah, we can find out profession, like they're going to where they're going to work. So that is
Mhm.
the 10th house of a
Mhm.
person's chart. So 10th Lord and then Lagna Lord. So with both the planets and the lords of that houses, so we can
Okay.
identify the profession.
Okay. All right. So we are done with this directions.
Yeah, Mars. I will cover with the Mars other planets as well. Actually. Mars, basically, Mars is for the name, fame, uh, okay, in the society,
Communication.
communication. Yeah. So Mars is which rules on the south direction. So usually we will not have any kind of a uh, opening doors or big windows on the south side. So south side we can have the storage room. So we can get
Mhm.
storage room here.
Raghav, again, one more question popped up,
Hmm.
just popped up spontaneously. I heard that there are a very unique number of people
Hmm.
who will only look for south facing
Hmm.
houses. For example, Deva Gowda and some other politicians or some I heard about when I was in Bangalore. I used to hear
Hmm.
about this from friends. So is that something in there? Like they are only looking for south?
Yeah, South will give them name and fame. So people
Hmm.
who look for name, fame, and even business as well. Business people also they look for the south facing.
Hmm.
So yeah, they look for the but at the same time there are some side effects as well. So with the name and fame, uh,
Like
uh, like a lot of issues uh, within the family, and then there are a lot of arguments outside. Like they constantly will be involved argumenting with others, and it's constant you know conflicts between the parties. So these are all
mhm.
the negative effects of the south side.
And what are the effects of northwest? I would say somewhere about 330 exactly degrees.
Northwest is ruled by moon. We call Vayu
Mm-hmm.
Mula. So that is basically it affects on the mind thinking. Basically, that side we can have, uh, for example, if we don't have an option of keeping a kitchen in the southeast, so we have the option in the direction.
The
North,
second option.
second option, yeah, second option is on the northwest direction because moon is related to the food as well. So there
Mhm.
we can keep, and even we keep daughter's room and then visitors room. So all these things will come on the northwest direction.
Okay. All right.
And yeah, and southwest is ruled by Rahu. So exactly opposite to the northeast corner. So here northeast we won't keep any items, heavy items. So it should be like empty. But this is opposite to that. Like here we need to, if we want to keep any heavy, we have to keep heavy items in the southeast, southwest corner. So to keep them balanced, the Rahu energy. So that's why we keep here the master bedroom and all storages, and then overhead tank. So all the heavy things will keep in the southwest direction.
Of course, master bedroom is heavy, very heavy.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
And coming to the center,
yeah.
Brahmastan, that is a
Mm.
space, Akash Tattva, right? So that is where the Nalagat is
Correct. Yeah, that
empty.
yeah that should be empty and
Okay.
good to connect with the space.
Mhm, mhm. So we go to the next.
Yeah, north on the north direction, which is Mercury. So usually it's called Kubera Mula as well. So
Okay.
the Kubera ruled in that direction. So north we keep basically like children study room. Okay, even the cash storage we can keep there. So yeah, those are all
So it's
the
good to have a north facing house in a north plot, right? North facing plot.
yeah. North is third best option. Like first is northeast, east, and the north.
Northeast.
Third
Okay.
option.
Okay. So if what if the see, I have a plot with a T shape, okay,
Mm,
where the tail of the T is being the driveway, and you enter in from north,
mm.
and it is a direct facing of north. So it's a typical north plot. So
Okay.
there also it is advisable to have a northeast that is on towards your right, the main door, or on the center of the plot.
No, yeah, there also is north because north is the side, no, because we can have the northeast entrance, like where
Northeast. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
that will be good.
All right. Moving on. Next we have a chart here.
No, not this one. No, no. Yeah, this is. Yeah, this one is basically like this guy is a Cancer ascendant,
Mhm.
and if you
Is
see,
he your client?
yeah, he's my client.
Okay.
So he's actually currently the Venus Dasa started, and then he purchased a new house, and then he actually did the housewarming and everything. After going there, after some time, his complaint like his spouse and daughter health is not good. Like constantly, they have some health issues, and the same time, the money is not staying. Like money is earning, both are earning, but they could not save the money. Like how it's been going.
Okay.
So so then I told them like, because Venus Dasha started Venus in the eighth house, so with Rahu and Sun, okay, and then it's eighth house, so eighth house is not a good house. So in Dasha, the ladies of the house, Venus basically represents spouse and the ladies of the house.
Mhm.
Uh, so they have. Then I asked them like because Venus in the eighth house, so obviously the southeast corner will not be good for him. Means that will be afflicted. So I asked him like, what is there in the southeast? He said they have the garage, car garage in the southeast corner. So I gave them remedy like what I told you, like you have to keep it, decorative, and then not keep the car in the mornings, and then keep some kind of a heat in there, like some kind of a stove or
Mhm.
fridge or something. So electronic items. So yeah, there's a in that way we can identify the basically the planets will tell like whatever the bad planets in the horoscope it will give the uh, indication in the chart like this direction will be affected.
Hmm. So is he good right now?
Yeah, after doing it, you're feeling better now. So health
Okay.
also is improved, like not that much problematic as before, and money
Mhm.
also kind of you can see the money saving.
Okay. All right. Moving on to the next. Oh, this is different rooms and the
Yeah,
Vastu rules.
and which directions we can have, like as we already discussed, like northeast is temple room,
Mhm.
meditation room, or study room as well. We can give it, and then kitchen will be southeast, and storeroom should be
Raghav,
south.
I have a doubt. The southeast is a kitchen, and how come northwest will? It's just opposite. Northwest will have a dining.
Yeah, northwest also we can have dining because it means we can in the east, like in north southeast is a kitchen. So east we can keep it. Like if you don't have the space here with the kitchen, so some
Mhm.
people will like to have a big hall and then keep the kitchen smaller. So in that time there was an option of uh, creating a dining hall on the north west
Mhm.
because
Yeah,
moon,
it will be a little inconvenient. It's far away from the kitchen, first of all,
yeah, yeah,
and serving and all will be.
correct. That's why usually people will keep on east itself.
Mhm, mhm.
It's an option. Like they can keep it like if they don't have here, so they can keep the dining hall there house as well.
Okay.
So even
Okay.
the kitchen, if they have kitchen in the north west, so they can have a dining hall there itself.
Mhm, mhm. So
And the
here you say it's a storeroom, right? So it's a kitchen storeroom or what it is?
kitchen storeroom. Yeah. So whatever
Okay.
groceries, grocery
Hmm.
store.
Because here in the US, we have in the garage also there is a store kind of thing, right?
No, not that
With
one.
tools and all this.
This is purely groceries.
Okay. Okay. All right. So we'll move on to the next one. So this is the Vastu Chakra.
Yeah, this is Vastu Chakra. So when we find to the exact north direction, which is 0 degrees,
Hmm.
so I'm still yeah. So, okay, each 10 degrees we need to move like, uh, and with the chakra we can identify like which direction will be good on the plot. So
Mhm.
exact that degree, so we can keep it.
So I have a 330-degree Raghav,
Mhm.
330 northwest.
Okay.
So I am here at N2. It says etc. action, something like
You
that.
can actually this
But
one.
money opportunities is there nearby.
Yeah, done. Do it to this one.
Say again.
Do it F5. Like you can run the show, run the slide. Do undo then run the slide.
Yeah, but
No. Okay.
that is not
Okay.
working
We can.
in
I mean,
here for
okay.
some reason.
Yeah.
For some reasons, that is not working in here.
Okay. So basically, that's a Vastu chakra. Based on that, so we can kind of identify the
Mhm.
directions and which degree we can keep the entrance and all. Uh,
Mhm.
so that's based on the chakra we can that will help to identify the which will be good, which degrees we need to keep. So yeah, that
Mhm.
is Vastu chakra. If you go to next slide, so this is
Mhm.
basically um, this is one of the remedies for the vastu issues, like people if you have any
Okay.
vastu issues in the house. So it's better, like even though we don't have any issues, it's better to perform a vastu puja every year, uh, to calling priest, and then this basically a vastu mandala, which is there in our shastras. So it's part of the
Scripture.
vastu puja. So each,
Mhm.
if you see that each area will ruled by the particular deity person. So in the Brahmasthana, it's completely by all rishis.
Agree.
Yeah, Sapta rishis are ruled.
Angirasa, Pulaha, Aulastya, Kashyapa.
Yeah. So we need,
In there are few areas where it is mentioned as Roga, right? Is that a
yeah,
disease kind
those
of
are
thing?
not good. Yeah, those areas will not be good. So that's why we keep that direction. Like we won't even prefer that one. So there will kind of avoid the main entrance and the thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So here it says the northwest corner is Roga.
Northwest, yeah, northwest corner, correct. 34. So that area is ruled by the Roga demon. So so basically, what we are this one telling is like we're playing this one every year. So naming them and doing the puja to the Vastu Purusha. So it's basically kind of keeps the energy of the house intact,
How
and
come
there is,
South has two Yama in line? That is 51 and 22 in line. There are two Yamas.
yeah, this is south, yeah. So that the two blocks, right, the two blocks is ruled by Yama,
Mhm.
south side.
And there are two Gandharvas also on the
Yeah,
south.
yeah. Some are two, yeah, some are the rule in the two areas. This is
Mhm.
basically 9 by 9 chart, 9 by 9 matrix.
Okay.
So that area. So basically, like we need to do kind of puja to them and then pray to them, so that they bless us and then they keep out of all the negative
Mhm.
energies of the house. This is
Okay.
a
Okay.
remedy for the to
Vastu.
take good vastu.
Mhm. Now coming to the northeast direction.
Yeah, already we discussed these things already
Yeah.
there. But yeah, keeping this kind of Shiva meditation position, Shiva in the northeast
Mhm.
will help them like, keep the persons, the head of the family, mind cool and calm,
Mhm.
and it helps actually to kind of, mitigate the negative effects.
Okay. Next is east direction.
Yeah, east is ruled by the Indra.
Sun. Yeah.
So yeah, as I told, like you need to keep this kind of a Surya is coming in a chariot, so inside.
Mhm.
And the door also should be like a, Simha door, like heavy looking door, main door. So that
Mhm.
will bring a lot of prosperity and a good energy inside house.
Okay. Moving on to southeast direction.
Yeah, so this is ruled by the Agni. So Agni is very important element because everything comes from the Agni.
Mhm.
So we have to be like uh, even in Rigveda, the first sutta is Agni Sutta. They haven't now rishis are not took any deities suttam as first suttam. They took the
Mhm.
Agni. So Agni has that much importance. So we have to be very careful like that area. It's kind
Mhm.
of our home yagna shala.
Mhm.
So that's why we have to keep very fast that area. We have to keep it very clean and clean. We should not keep any dirt things in the southeast. So
Okay.
yeah, that would help.
All right. Coming to the south.
Yeah, this is south direction. It's really the so all like we should sleep the while we sleep we should sleep the our heads facing the south. That is
I
good.
think I'll do that. I think I'm not sure. Yeah.
So small
Why?
we
Why you say that?
because we have to keep because in scientifically north will have a lot of magnetic energy, so it
Mhm.
will affect our brain. South will not have.
Okay.
That is the scientific reason. So we
Mhm.
call it like this. We should
Magnetic pull is towards
not yeah
north. Mm.
yeah. And windows also we should keep the smallest windows. We should avoid, but we want to keep the smallest of the smallest windows if you compare with the other directions.
Mm. Okay. All right. Moving on to the next is southwest
Yeah, so
direction, the master bedroom.
yeah, master bedroom. We need to keep the heavy items here, so reduce that bad effects. Head of the family should sleep here over a tent. Yeah, these all were already we discussed.
Okay. Okay. Next is west.
West, yeah, West is basically ruled by Varuna.
Is this Varuna?
Yeah, Varuna.
That's
So
my lord, actually,
ah,
as per my
this
Jatagam.
one.
Hmm.
Yeah, so the basically Varuna will be active after sunset.
Oh,
Sun
really? Okay.
sun goes off, so Varuna will come into picture. He'll become strong. So that's why maybe you like more of night, like you will awake
Right. I like to drive in the night, actually.
night. Yeah. So see, he's also driving. And
He's also driving. What's
yeah,
that, crocodile or something?
crocodile. Yeah. So
Hmm.
he's kind of a king in the night, night king.
Mhm. So alternate puja room also there. How come?
Yeah, correct. If you don't have in the west, sorry, east or northeast, so we don't have any option. So you can keep it here also, west direction. So if you see
Okay.
the Tirupati temple, actually the deity is on the west. You're seeing this east.
Yeah, best
Yeah,
facing the east, right?
east. Yes, but
Yeah,
you see the
same thing. I think almost every
Garbhagudi.
temple in Kerala it's like that.
Yeah, most of the temples it will be like that. Garbhagudi mainly should be will be on the west and facing towards the east,
Hmm.
and the Kalyani should be on the northeast.
Okay.
So, Tirupati have a Pakka Vastu temple, but that's built on the Agama Sastra, right? So they followed all the
Hmm.
principles.
Okay. Moving into the next is northwest direction. That is
Yeah,
where I am more connected to here.
yeah. This is northwest direction. Vayu is the ruler here. Vayu. So this is good for the like if you have west side plot. So this is
Hmm.
good entrance for the uh, west side, and then guest room, because moon
Mhm.
and Vayu, which is moving things. So daughter's house, daughter's room, so, and then alternative kitchen also we can build here, and even alternative dining room also we can build.
Okay. Next, north direction.
Yeah,
Good
now
entrance.
Kubera Mula. Kubera is the ruler of the deity is a Kubera, and then planet is Mercury. So yeah, we need to keep a big windows on the north side so that we get a
Mhm.
lot of positive energy from this side. So a lot of growth, and the children should read facing to the north and north side. That also will help the children do good in the education. Basically, Mercury rules the education part.
Mhm.
So if children are not doing good, then we need to look it in the north direction, and then we'll make sure that they'll sit in there and then study.
Okay. He is Kubera, Mr. Kubera.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm. All right. Coming to our last slide, Raghav. This is Brahmastan.
yeah,
Oh, very beautiful Naligat.
yeah.
Looks
So
like a Kerala architect.
yeah, yeah, probably like nowadays again, uh, people in Karnataka as well. Uh,
See,
they,
nowadays, this is what they do. They do unnecessary things like ponds.
hmm,
Some will do some gardening,
hmm,
some indoor plants and all. Earlier, it was just as it is, you know. You
yeah,
can see the
there
rain.
should be an open space, and
Mm.
then not to keep anything there except like tulsi plot. We can keep it there, so it brings a lot of
Mhm.
prosperity.
I could see swimming pools these days in
No,
Kochi and all these
swimming
places.
pool should not
In
be
the
here. Yeah, swimming pool is also not good here. So it should be
Mhm.
open space.
Okay. All right. I think that's it with the slide today. Yeah. So before we close, anything you want to say, Raghav, about Astro Vastu? I understand you've been doing consulting and all, so I'll keep your numbers, contact numbers, and all down there. If anybody wants to consult, they
So
can directly get in touch.
my suggestion should be like if you are building a new house, you make sure that you study that plot and then follow. See, 100% vastu is not possible, but at least we should
Hmm.
be closer to the, how much we can, and then
So, would you be in a person, if I just give a plot
hmm,
idea, would you be in a person to give me a plan of
yeah,
how
yeah,
to build it? Yeah.
sure,
Okay.
sure, I can do that. Yeah,
Because I have a plot in Kerala which I need to build a house.
yeah, sure, sure.
Mhm.
We can plan it. We can plan. Definitely, I will help on that. So
All
my
right.
yeah, we should use make use of our stars for our better living and better
Mhm.
life, because we already are there. Just we need to kind of make use of them and then make our life
Okay.
better.
Sure.
I say, I can only think say happy living to all your viewers. And namaste.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, Raghav. Thank you very much. Namaste.